Hi. Maddalena, how are you doing?
Hey, pretty good. I'm making a cup of tea real quick.
Fantastic. Take your time. Did you get a chance to look at Sophocles or
I did.
Menander?
I did.
Good.
I looked at both of those. I did not attempt that long passage, but of it was at Aristotle.
Yeah,
But I
good.
tried to work out some of the Sophocles. I didn't really have a conclusion, but I worked with it a little bit.
Good, good. And you know, the Aristotle is so note-like that it becomes kind of, I think, you've got to be exposed to some Aristotle, but um
Yeah.
I recommend you read the metaphysics on your own
Okay.
and figure out whether or not you like Aristotle from the metaphysics. And
Okay.
if you do, start reading him in Greek, and then you'll realize, oh God, this stuff is terrible. Because it's so note-like. I really
Yeah.
don't. I'm not a big fan of Aristotle. He writes like he's taking notes. So, which is why people say, oh, he probably was. He probably was. These are students who were writing down his lectures and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, why don't we do this? We're going to get through one unit tonight. We're going to get through unit 10. And you're working hard. Let's start with the vocab. Let's go to the vocab.
Okay.
Please
Cool.
regale me with some vocab from chapter 10. This is page 272.
Alrighty. Sorry.
Oh, you're still fixing tea. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no, no,
I
you're good. I'm
temporarily
getting to my
forgot. I'll
book.
grab my drink too.
Okay.
I'll grab my drink.
Um, let's see here. Alrighty.
What kind of tea do you drink?
I was gonna drink some green tea. Keep me up.
It's good for you, isn't it? Doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's like anti-inflammatory or something.
yeah. I usually have ginger tea in the evenings. So
Nice, nice,
yeah.
nice.
So
Whenever you're ready.
okay. Angelo, Angelo, uh, e Engela, Engelka, Engelmai, Engelthing, Engelthing.
Good, good.
Pronounce.
Notice the difference between the first and second principal parts. Angelo versus angelo with that accent on the
Angelo.
end and
Okay.
only one lambda.
Yeah.
Yeah, just bear note. That's all. I just want you to take a note of that because
Okay.
you can differentiate those by
Uh,
that. Okay.
yeah. Okay. Um. Aletheis. 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 True or real. Aletheia. Aletheus. Truth, reality. Aner. Andenros.
Andros.
Andros. Man. Axio. Axioso. Ixiosa, Ixioca, Ixiomai, Ixiothane.
Yeah,
To
nice, nice.
to
Notice.
notice.
No, please finish. I interrupted you.
Oh, think worthy of. Think it right. Expect.
Yeah, it's to deem something worthy of something. Yeah, good. Notice in the one above, aner and andros, notice that root that's in the genitive is alpha nu delta rho.
Yeah.
So we went from alpha nu rho, because those are the consonants, right, to alpha
Yeah.
nu delta rho. So we can have a delta just sitting there hiding in the root that you don't even know of.
Right.
So this is one of those. I just want
Mm,
to, I want to hit those because, it's important for you to be building those roots. Anyway,
Yeah.
Keep going, please.
Apo, away from Basileus. Basileos, king. Genos, genus, race, kind. Eu- eugenes, well-born or noble.
What is something that is well born?
Alive. uh,
Yeah. You're gonna notice that a lot of these words you're given a definition like well born or noble. And
yeah.
yeah, that'll sometimes work, but as the more Greek you read, the more you'll realize, these words will take on a slightly different flavor to them.
Mm.
Yeah, right. Okay, good. Eugenic. Oh God, don't tell me that's there. Right. Yes, it is. Anywho, keep going with the verb deloo.
Deloo. Okay. Deloo, deloso, edelosa,
Good.
dedeloca, dedelomai, edelosame, to make clearer or show.
Good. And you're beginning to hear the patterns for the
Mm-hmm.
six principal parts, and they're beginning to click. Perfect. Perfect. Who
Yeah.
is Demosthenes?
Demosthenes.
Yeah, he's a rhetor. Do you remember what a rhetor is?
A speaker.
Good. Good.
Um, X, X out of thoroughly. Um, eudaimon, eudaimon, fortunate, wealthy, or happy.
Good. And notice that eudaimon and eudaimon
Eudaimon.
are an adjective, right? That's
Yeah,
describing somebody who's fortunate, wealthy, or happy, or literally having a good demon.
yeah,
Do you have a good demon?
yeah. I do.
Yeah, you good. Some days you got an eudaimon, and some days you got a cacodemon.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's a bad demon. I think I'm pretty good demon today as well.
Nice.
Yeah, good. So I know it's silly to emphasize that, but realize
Mhm.
that this is the word for God, right?
Yeah.
So how is your disposition today? Well, I'm good godling, right? So I just want you to think about that. It's not exactly what you would be thinking about how you are doing, how you're bearing today. Are you bearing with a good God? Okay, anyway, keep going. Who's the daughter?
Sugater, Sugatros, daughter. Um, Hireus, Hireos, priest.
Yeah. Hierophant in English, right? Somebody who's a
Mhm.
hierophant. You see that here on the front? That's the
Yeah.
priest or holy.
Hippeos, horseman. And Kaleo, uh, Kaleo? Is that how you say that?
Kaleo,
Kaleo, okay.
and then the second was kalo.
Kalo, yeah. Ekalisa, Kekleka, Keklemai, Eklethane.
Good. Good to call or to summon somebody, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Meno, 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 emene, memenka, memeneka, uh, met, memeneka, memeneka.
There
Sorry.
you go.
To remain or stay.
And notice that it doesn't have a fifth or sixth principal part.
Yeah.
So what does that tell you when a verb doesn't have a fifth or sixth? It means it doesn't have that perfect passive and it doesn't have that aorist passive. So it may not just have passives altogether, right?
Mm,
Minnow to remain. How do you be remained? I was remained, right?
was
It doesn't
remained.
it doesn't work. So
Yeah.
that's why we're not getting those passive principal parts for minnow because you really can't use
Nice.
it that way.
Mm,
Good. How about
mm.
mater? What's a
Mater,
mater?
mother.
And what's the stem of mother? Is it mu,
Hey.
tau, rho? Is that what it
Oh,
is?
the
Yeah.
tau. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mu,
Stem.
tau, rho, because we're dropping the vowels,
Yeah.
right? What do the Dorians call mater? They call her matar. You like that?
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, with alphas. Fuck your A's. They put alphas there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. I don't care. Notice the root is the mutau row. Look at the genitive. That's where you get it from the genitive. Good. Mother.
Cool. Nomos, nomo, custom or law. Pathos, experience, suffering.
Yeah.
Pa- yeah.
Can we look can we look that one up?
Pathological.
Yeah. Pathological. Good. What what do you think it what do you think it really means?
I don't know. Uh, I
Okay.
wonder.
Do you have it on your share
Um,
screen? Is it up there?
I see it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Experience. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, calamity. I can see a little. Oh wait, sorry. I'm a little zoomed in here. Okay, that which happens to a person or thing. Incident, accident. This incident took place.
So kind
Unfor-
of just an experience, right?
Yeah,
But
a
then
good or bad.
look at Roman numeral number two. Okay, so we get that it
Oh,
can
I
be
was
an
just.
experience, a good or bad experience, but look at
Mm,
number two. It's an emotion. How is an experience the same thing as an
passion.
emotion?
Oh yeah.
All right.
I mean, it is. An emotion is an experience.
Yeah.
So yeah, to excite passion.
But we
Yeah.
don't look at it that way. We're not looking as an emotion. We're not looking at an emotion as a thing that is an experience when you say emotion.
Yeah.
But for some reason, they are. And I think really to understand this word, if you look at number four, and I know it's silly, but the grammarians
Hmm.
always seem to put it like the most scientifically. A
Yeah.
modification in form. Now here, the grammarians are talking about words.
Yeah.
A modification in form. Okay, so in syntax, that's a modified construction. Look at B. Passivity itself. This is how they referred to passive forms in language. So like we have the verb, and we were talking about you can have it in active, middle, or passive, right? Well, their active is pathos. That's how they refer to their passive. They refer to their passive form as pathos or experience. It's happening to you. Your emotion is happening to you, right? We do not look at emotions the same way. We do
No.
not look at them experientially, and we do not look at them as a form of passive, receiving or receiving something.
Yeah.
Okay. So if our basic assumptions can be questioned, like what is an emotion, right? Then we've got a
Mhm.
real problem. So we'll set it in the Greek as the grammarians said it, as the reception of some action, the the emotion, the experience of the emotion. Okay. Pathos. I love that.
Yeah, me
Now,
too. Hmm.
now let's keep going with the vocab.
Okay. Pater, pater, pat, patros, father, polis, poleo, paleos, city, pote, when, pote, at some time, ever.
Notice that just by switching the
Yeah.
accent, right? You go
Mm-hmm.
from pote, just in general, we're saying question wise, when.
Yeah.
But when you switch that, you know, accent to the end of the word, all of a sudden it just becomes some random time, right? Okay.
Socrates,
Mm-hmm.
Socratus, Socrates,
Mm-hmm.
Sophron, Sophron, prudent or temperate.
Mm-hmm.
Telos, telus, end or power.
Yes, and we get the verb teleotao, right? That's the
Teleotao.
source. We
Okay.
derive telos from teleotao. Most of these are coming from the verb. The verb is the original. That's why in the LSJ or Alice, they'll
Mm-hmm.
put the verb in parentheses after the word that you're looking for,
Okay.
right? They'll put the verb that it came from there. So teleotao, notice that they say to finish
Telotao.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or
Or
to
to die.
die. Yeah. Let's look up let's look up the verb. And I'm going to choose this one. Boom. Teleo. This is a nice contract form of the root teleo, and I want you to see it.
Okay.
Okay, here it is. And they're going to give us a whole bunch of examples of
Mm-hmm.
different cases, that I mean, the different forms that it's going to carry, tenses and whatnot. Cases, my God, man. I should be whipped for that. Look at number two, to fulfill one's word.
Yeah.
Number three, to grant in full, to work out. Huh. I'm just trying to get a feeling of what this tell root means. To bring to an end, to finish
Mm-hmm.
something. Now look at number two, to pay what one owes or what is due. To pay what is due, not just to pay anything, but to pay something that is due.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Mm. Look at number three, initiate in the mysteries.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. And if you follow that down, of course, you're going to find some magic.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Some magic and some drugs, enchanting. What are you doing when you enchant someone? Right? You're bringing them to completion. These orgia at the bottom, these
Yeah.
orgia, these rites, these are rites of completion. Look at the very last line, second to last line. It says Pausanias semicolon gamo gamus from Callimachus, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gamon. Gamon is a marriage or a sexual union.
Mm.
So that performance of those sacred rites is a reference to the mystery of the sexual union, which is the thing that brings completion. It brings completion.
Yeah. Nice.
So you can see that, okay, something very simple like a sexual union. We all understand what that is. We all know what it is. Okay, fine. But the way that it's being thought of in the language is different
Yeah.
than what you and I think sex, and we get a mental picture of two people doing it, right? That is the act, but for the Greek mind that's under the influence of the language, the act is an act of spiritual completion. Now, you think I'm just making that up, right? Or I'm trying to be some kind of sex guru or some weirdo or something, right? Not at all, because it bears out in all of the literature.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah. So,
It's everywhere.
yeah. Jesus and the church, they're supposed to be a gamos. There's supposed to be a union there, right? Why is this the fulfillment of everything, this gamos? And people say, oh, they put too much emphasis on sex. No, They didn't. They just looked at it differently. This is your finishing. This is an act of finishing. I wonder what people would do differently if they looked at sex as an act of completion, right? Like, I don't know. Do we go into it with that attitude in mind? I don't think so. We're operating under different circumstances, right? So,
Yeah.
um, good.
Mm.
And now let's look at teleotao, because watch this,
Okay.
right? So we're just going to modify it a little bit. Modify it's still the same root, but what happens when you add a different verbal ending to it? Okay, to be fulfilled, passively to be fulfilled, to come to completion. Okay, this feels the same to me. To finish something off. Uh-oh. But frequently it's used for dying. So now that sexual intercourse that is the completion has now become a death. In their mind, this verb is moving through a world of that results in death,
Mm.
coming to an end. Wait a minute, I thought it was completion. Yes, your completion is your death. Now, do you understand what the mystery is all about? We're supposed to bring you to that point of completion,
Yeah.
right?
Hmm.
So that you can, so that you can live a life in which you know who you are.
Yeah.
Ah, nice, nice. So that's why when you look at teleotao, you get finish or die. I want to show you this too. Um, oh, it's okay. Yeah, no, it's okay. Let's just keep going. Phusis phuseos. What does that mean? Hey,
Nature.
nature. And
Yeah.
that's what we're pretty good about that. We want to leave it at that. What is nature? Could you just define for me what is nature?
Mm, uh, uh, Gaia. I don't know.
No, but what do you think of when you think of
Mm,
nature? Like I think of the wild world with molecules and all the
mm,
stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of what I think of when I think of nature.
yeah. Well, I think of ecosystem.
Ecosystem, more planetary stuff. Do you think like planetary
Yeah, yeah.
on a big level? That's why you said Gaia. Origin here. Origin. It means
Hmm.
origin or growth. Origin or growth. So that wait a minute, my nature is my origin, right? They tell you in that first paragraph, frequently when you're referring to people, it means their birth,
Oh,
right? So again, I say something as simple as nature, and we think we know what this word means and we tag it, Phusis is nature, but then we think of our nature, our concept of nature, and it doesn't
yeah.
fit. It's your origin. Look at number two, the natural form or constitution of a person or thing as the result of growth. Oh my God, seriously?
Wow.
Yeah. That those lines in Greek are talking about each person has that completed genesis. What is your nature? It is your constitution as a result of your completed growth.
Wow.
And that is your appearance. Your appearance. So think about that for a minute, right? Your
Hmm.
appearance is your like the bloom of your growth. When your growth reaches its maximal, right? When it comes to its completion, you're there, right? That's your character or nature, right? Look,
Yeah.
they use instinct.
Instinct.
Instinct. Oh
Yeah, that
God.
makes sense.
I mean, it's amazing. Look at all that as we just scroll down. Look at number three, the regular order of nature. I mean, I think that's probably where your mind was.
Yeah, yeah.
It's closer to where I was as well. Nature as an originating power. Is this the nature that you were thinking of, like Mother Nature?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look who they're putting here for nature. Ananke.
Mm,
Phusis, right? Nananke. Necessity. Necessity. Oh, God. Okay. Pythagorean is the name for two. The dyad is nature or phusis.
yeah.
Yeah. Now look at this. You didn't think I was kidding that these Greeks have all sorts of weird ways of thinking. Look at number two at the bottom. The characteristic of a sex. What is a male's characteristic? His wee wee, right? What is a female's characteristic? Her hoo ha, right? When they say here the characteristic of sex equals idoion, if you click on idoion here, your nature is the completion of your growth, which is your
Privy
privy
parts.
parts,
Nice.
right? Did you know men have pudenda? That's what it says, right? Can you
Yeah.
see? Can you see the privy parts?
Yeah.
You can see them. Fantastic.
I
Pudenda
feel,
just in Latin means the shame at bits, right? Pudor
yeah.
is shame. You cover up,
Eidoion.
right? It's a good word.
Eidolon.
Yes, and it's frequently in plural. You talk. It's like our saying genitals, but when we say genitals, do we really describe this kind of nature, this natural growth? See how, like, these people are freaking farmers, dog. Right? It's just, it always comes back to like a natural, thing. And you and I think of nature as separate from reproduction, and it's not. We
Yeah.
only get nature from reproduction. We only get the peak of our growth through reproduction, right? We wouldn't be here if it weren't for the reproduction. So to them,
Yeah.
this is a big deal. When you talk about nature, you're talking about it in this context. So yeah, the mind is working different.
Mm.
You would assume, I'll stop sharing for a minute. Look at you. You would assume that all of these words mean the same thing. That you can say one-to-one correspondences. Phusis equals nature. Pathos equals suffering. And you think you're right. And you walk away from it. And when you get to translate, you translate those words that way. And
In
then,
Hebrew.
yeah, right, right. Right. That's what biblical scholars do. And
Mm.
since all of their stuff has already been translated, they don't need to retranslate those verses. They just assume that's fine. But when you start actually reading Greek and you're reading through these texts, you're going to realize these words don't really mean what you and I think they mean. They don't really
Mm.
mean nature,
Yeah.
right? It's something different. This telos, this completion in your life. Is there a reason that your life's completion is your death? Well, I get that. You're at the end of your life? No, that's not what they said. They're thinking ionic, not chronic. It's the maximal growth. It's what you achieve when you have been brought to your maximal growth, that completed perfection of generation that comes from the Aphroditic world. Oh, God,
Wow.
I love it. It's amazing. Okay. Now, where did I? Here's what I want to do. We're 30 minutes in. Take 10 minutes, and
Mm.
when we come back, I want you to translate for me the first three entries of Greek, real Greek. I want you
Mm.
to get it perfect, and I want you to teach me that Greek. I
Okay.
want you to tell me what's going on in each of those passages.
All
Take
right.
um, take. Go ahead and take 10 minutes.
Okay.
I need 10 minutes right now.
Sure. All right.
Okay. Okay. I'll see you in 10. All right. How are you?
Good.
Good. You got your second cup of tea. You're gonna need it. Okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna tackle some Sophocles.
Okay.
A and B, and then we'll jump to Menander. I'm gonna shut up and let you do this.
Okay. Kalon phronein ton senton anthropois uh, isa.
Good.
Um, Good or beautiful to understand or think um, the mortal person or human, a human mortal um, is fair or equality,
Yeah, what does that mean?
equal or fair.
Yeah, but what is the whole
Isa.
thing? The
Oh,
whole set of words that just came out of your mouth. What is that? What does that mean?
it's good to understand uh, human, mortal humans' equality or fairness.
Yeah, I think you had a stroke somewhere
Yeah, probably.
in the midst of this, right? So
Yeah,
you can feel that it's not clicking. It's not
yeah.
making sense. There's no orgasmic understanding of the universe all of a sudden. Your mind's not
Hmm.
blown, right? Now watch this. Jump to B.
Okay,
Do this fragment and watch. The difference is this one there will be. Okay, and I'll explain why this is. Okay, it's
okay.
because different operating systems. Okay, go ahead with B.
All right. The war.
In Greek, please.
Oh, sorry. Philegar an andras polemos agreiuin uh, neus. Um, the the war loves um, to catch or hunt uh, new men.
Yeah. Okay, makes sense,
Hmm.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. War's always hunting those young guys, right? Putting them into the grinder.
yeah,
Oh, yes. Now, why does that one make sense and the first one doesn't? What the hell? Right?
yeah.
What's the difference between those two? It's simply a difference in what's tracking in the Greek. You
Okay.
tracked on B perfectly. You saw each of those. You caught the main verb. You caught the subject. Nice,
Hmm.
right? You caught the infinitive. Right? They're loving to do something. Somebody's loving to
Yeah.
do something, right? And you
Hmm.
saw the neus andras, those are both accusatives, those young boys, young
Yeah.
men, andras, young men,
The men.
right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ah, war loves to hunt those young men. Okay, what is it that you're not tracking in the first sentence? What is it that you're not? What you're not tracking is the use of this accusative subject with an infinitive, which is what they're going to
To
teach
think.
you.
Yeah.
They're going to teach you in this chapter.
To be thinking. It's an infinitive. So,
Just stand, yeah, just don't even try to translate. Just stand back and structurally look at it.
uh-huh.
There's no main verb, right?
Yeah.
Phronane is an infinitive. It can't be the main verb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Unless we Okay, so what are we going to do here? We're looking for a verb to be. And
Oh.
it happens to accompany kalon, right?
So
It's a good thing.
To be good.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a good thing. What? It's a good thing that, now take your
it's a good
subject,
thing
that
that
a thnatone, a mortal. It's a good thing that a mortal what? Phronane. Think about, contemplate. Okay. So
it's
it's
a
a
good thing that the mortal thinks
good.
fairly about humanity,
About Isa. About, that's an
about
accusative plural. About things
about
equal or
things.
yeah, equal or
Okay.
fair anthropos for
For
people, for
people. Okay.
humans.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing for somebody who's going to die to think on those things that are right for people. Right? You got to think about your place, mortal. You got to
Mm,
think about your stature.
mm.
The one thing that's the difference between these two is you understood all the grammar. Here, you need to see that the tone tone
The
is
tones.
is acting as the subject. You can
Oh.
have an infinitive with an accusative subject, right? It is
Mm,
good for somebody to do something. And when you say that for somebody, it's gonna be an accusative. Good. Good. How about look? Those are both Sophocles. How about Menander? This one you ought to blow the roof off of this
uh,
guy.
all right. The um be beautiful is the victory, but to overwin is evil. To be, but being overbearing.
You're muted, doctor.
Oh,
Sorry, I was muted. Thanks for telling
what?
me. One of
Oh,
your voices told me I was muted. Thank you, voice. Kalonto Just look at that. To
so
nikan is
Tony.
an articular infinitive. Nikan is an infinitive,
Yeah,
right?
oh,
For
okay.
nikao, right? A present infinitive. So winning
Winning the
is
win.
is cologne.
Winning is beautiful. Okay.
Yes, but
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 overwinning is
yes,
evil. Okay. That's
yes,
easy.
and so you translated it perfectly, right? But overwinning is evil. Now tell me what that means.
um, it's evil to win too much and not lose. Victory is beautiful. And yeah.
Yeah, what do we do when we huper nikao?
Prevail.
Right? It's just nikao plus huper,
Yeah, with hooper. Over.
excessive
Oh, yeah, that word means over, beyond. Right?
to be more than conqueror. And look, they even quote the epistle to the Romans
Mm-hmm.
8:37. Okay? To be more than a conqueror. Look at what's coming. If you didn't know, if you didn't know that Menander had said this stuff, Paul is reading Menander and people like Menander.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that's who he's quoting when he quotes. So hey, good for you, Paul. Look, he would have had this monostichoi in his mind. So why is it bad to really what to be overbearing and victor to really just obliterate everyone? Is that what that's saying?
I assume you conquer
To
is more is like tyrannical. Yeah.
Yeah, to win and to overwin.
Over.
To me, it's an interesting concept. It's still a little amorphous. It's not holding its form in my brain because I
Yeah.
understand to conquer something. Nikao is just to conquer,
Hmm.
to beat someone, to win, to have the victory. But then you can do it excessively. You can excessively conquer, and that is a bad thing. So I don't think that our minds are quite grasping what they're saying, although we think we are.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what I want to do. I want to go back to these new third declension nouns that we've got, and I just want you to look at them and feel them on page 259 at the bottom. We don't need to read this. You read this.
Yeah.
Yeah, just read through meter. Skip the vocative though, but read through meter, please,
Okay.
on page 259.
Meter, metros, metri, metra, metres, met. Oh wait,
Meteres.
meteres. Yeah.
Meteres. Good.
Nice. Meteron,
Good.
meterasi, or singing.
Metrasi.
Metrasi. Oh man, that's getting me. Metrasi, meteras.
Look what happened. Oh, no, no, no. I'm serious. Look what happened in the
Okay.
dative. Yes. You stumbled over it because it loses its vowel,
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
right?
that's
Isn't
crazy.
that neat? Look at the
Oh, in the
dative
dative,
singular.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Both
Dative
datives,
singular
there's no
too.
for
Same thing.
why.
Okay, I'll do aner,
Okay.
andros, andri, and andra. Nothing unusual there. It looks like it's okay. Andres, andron, andrasi, andras. Look at that accusative. Its accent skips all the way to the first syllable. So that's a little bit of a jolt there, but okay.
Hmm.
Okay, go to the next page on actually two pages, 261. I want you to
Okay.
look at this noun, genos.
Genos.
Genos, and notice that it's got really odd forms. Genos,
Genos.
genos,
Genos.
genus, gene, genos. Look, its nominative and its
Hmm.
accusative have the same form. Right?
Yeah.
Fantastic. In the plural, it's got goofy plurals. Gene, genon, genesi, those two look fine, the genitive and dative. But look at that nominative and accusative plural, gene. With an eta, it looks like a first declension
Yeah.
nominative, right? Singular,
Uh-huh.
but it's not.
Yeah.
It's yeah, so it's gonna be a kind of a pain. And then they give us the name Socrates, and of course they don't give it to us in the future in the plural, right? Because there's only one of him, right? when I mean, it's not like nobody else was named Socrates, but we do the same thing. So anyway, look at the forms though. Socrates with an eta sigma.
So good.
Socratus with an omicron upsilon sigma, and I know that looks like an accusative plural, right? But it's not. It's a
Yeah.
genitive singular for Socrates, right? Socrate in the dative, well, that looks kind of dative with that iotive. And then a goofy accusative, Socrate with an eta. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Some
Huh.
weird nouns. Finally, the one that's the most common at the bottom of that same page. Run through me with the word, well, for the word polis, meaning city.
Okay.
Give me those.
Polis, poleos, polei, polin, uh, poles, poleon, polesi, poles,
Good. Good. Notice that it's an is in as
is,
opposed to an
is.
os on,
Yeah.
right? So, okay, that's kind of neat. And then it's plural forms. That polis with an epsilon iota sigma, the nominative plural. You're just going to have to memorize that,
Okay.
right? It's just cities. That's just the plural
Yeah.
for cities. Poleon looks normal. Polesi, I understand that looks like a dative, but then the accusative again, polis.
Polis.
Right. And
Yeah.
please notice that to confound everything to make this even more confusing is that its gender is feminine. If you look, under three, where it says third declension nouns of the type polis, poleos, hey, you'll notice that it's feminine.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
The
What's it?
cities,
So
feminine.
confusing, man.
Yeah.
Right? It's so confusing. Okay. So you just have to memorize. You just have to
Yeah.
memorize those forms. And if you want to know what quantitative metathesis is on 262, you should
Oh
read that
yeah.
little description.
Metathesis.
But I don't think we need to know right now. And I
Okay.
think what's more important is this basileus
Basically.
sort
Yeah.
of noun, third declension noun, basileus, basileos, basilei, basilea. Okay, I'm starting to get it.
Mm-hmm.
Basileus or basileus. Notice that it's spelled eta or epsilon iota. Again,
Yeah.
are they having problems with this? Is this a dialectical thing? The eta and the epsilon iota just make kind of a slightly different twang, and so they use it in different regions. It's difficult, but all you got to know is there's two different types of nominative in the
Yeah.
plural. So, okay. Basileon, basileosi, basileos. Those don't look bad. We've got adjectives that we're going to learn. And then we move on to de la automate clear. I want to go to the actual grammar in this chapter, and I want to make sure you understand it. And
Okay.
part of it was what we talked about today. Go to the bottom with the actual Greek that we looked at, page 268. Go to the bottom. Let me see if I can get 268 on the screen
The
here.
accusative subject of the infinitive.
Yes.
Yeah, that part was messed me up.
Okay. Let's read it
Okay.
together. Why don't you read it to me?
Okay.
Teach me.
In Greek, an infinitive may have a subject. The subject of an infinitive is put in the accusative case. So agathon, to graphein, biblia. The to write books is good. To write
Yeah.
books is good. Writing
To
books
write
is good.
books is good. Now look at number two. Compare that with number
Okay.
two.
This particular infinitive has no subject.
Yeah,
So,
that one
oh,
above had no subject, but this one does. So let's see what it looks
okay.
like.
Agathon to homeron graphein biblia. Um, the Homer to write books is good. For Homer to write books is good. Homer's writing books is good. That Homer writes books is good.
Yeah. Yeah. Isn't
Okay.
it? They're all trying to say the same thing,
Yeah.
right?
For
That
Homer
the
now.
subject here is
Mm-hmm.
actually Homer. It is
Yeah.
good. You can say that Homer writes for to homeron graphen, because the
Mm-hmm.
articular infinitive is to graphen, but homeron is the one doing the graphen,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
It is good that Homer writes books. Oh God. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird. You shouldn't have an accusative as a subject, right? And they tell you that in the observation. Here, the articular infinitive has a subject. That's what I was just blabbing about.
Yeah.
Homeron in the accusative case.
It's weird.
Oh God. Right? You get it? Oh.
Yeah.
God. Look at the next one. Look at number three, because that's a nice
Okay.
complex example. Jump to the end of the sentence. Hi, poles sois dontai. Right? So
Yeah.
there's our cities in the plural, high polis, right?
Mm-hmm.
The cities, sois dontai, there's our verb, are
Or
being saved,
being safe.
right? The cities are
Mm-hmm.
being saved. What are they being saved by? They're being saved by the toy. That's a dative, right?
Yeah.
By the toy, and that's an article. So what's it going with? Well, it's not going with the tus following it. And that tus is going with the politas following it.
Yeah.
So it's not going with either of those. How about the tois? Nope. Theois? Nope. It's not going with those. Zoa? Nope. It's not going with those. Ah, finally, you get the article, the infinitive, all the way at thuane. So this
Wayne.
is an articular infinitive, toi thuane. The cities are being saved by the sacrificing,
Mm-hmm.
right? By the sacrificing. That's what
Yeah.
toi thuane. Now you say, well, who's doing the sacrificing? Do I have something in the accusative? Sure enough, yeah, tous politas,
Who's
right?
Polita? So yeah, the citizen.
By the citizens sacrificing. And
Mm-hmm.
then I stuck in a direct object, zoa for what they're sacrificing, animals, and then a dative there, tois theois, an indirect object, tois
Mm-hmm.
theois, sacrificing animals to the gods. So by the citizens sacrificing animals to the gods, the cities are saved.
Wow.
That's a lot, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it amazing? Like, how can they, when they're
Mm-hmm.
speaking this to each other, how the hell do they know that, okay, I started off with an article and I'm not going to get to infinitive until, quite a few words later. So what do I do?
Mm-hmm.
Do I just put my brain on hold, right? Until I get that and then suddenly try to remember? That's what the English brain is doing. Somehow they're allowed to be able to juggle these things three-dimensionally,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can see this is a structure, toi thuane. That's a structure. That's an articular infinitive with everything between being a part of that articular infinitive. Oh God, it's amazing, amazing, good work. Okay, what about result clauses in 87 after that? What is did you have any when you were reading this? Did those kind of make sense to you?
Yeah, those made sense. I got that did I make a note somewhere about that?
Okay. You've got two types of result clauses. You've got an actual result and a
Mm-hmm.
natural result.
Oh yeah. So one action to another action, and then the other one was um the subsequent verb is referring back to the first one, right?
Yeah. You're
Okay.
going to make it so that you have to figure out, but and why you say why and are they telling me I've got two classes of this? Because sometimes in a result clause you're going to use an indicative verb, and sometimes you're going to use its infinitive form.
Yeah.
Right. So
Okay.
you have to know when you're using that indicative, you're indicating an actual result, right? They
Mm,
are sacrificing to the gods with the result that they will be saved. That's an
yeah.
actual result. They're actually going to be saved. But then that natural result, go look at some of those natural results. They sacrifice so as to be saved by the gods.
Yes. Those ones are confusing to me a little
Yeah.
bit.
It's stating that one action tends to follow naturally upon another action. Think about that.
Oh, so ugly are the poems, so as for the citizens not honor the poet
Yeah. Yeah.
naturally.
Typically, yeah, naturally or typically, this is the result. Yeah.
Expected consequence. Okay,
Yeah.
that
So
makes more sense.
for the Homer one, yeah, Homer wrote so well, so as to be honored. He may or may not have actually been honored, but
Oh,
the quality of his work was such that his being honored was a natural or expected result. Isn't that interesting? They're distinguishing that. Why is their little Greek mind distinguishing that? You know,
yeah.
you want to know whether it's just natural for this thing to happen or whether it was an actuality.
Mm,
That tells you a lot. I'm serious. That tells you a lot about the philosophy. That tells you a lot about the way the Greek language is working in the
yeah.
mind of the people that are using it from all these different nationalities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Mm.
natural. Okay. And what is the difference again? Look at what we're doing with this natural. Where's the verb? So thani. We're using an infinitive.
Which one are we at?
No, oh, I'm sorry, page 270.
Oh, so Athena, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So as to be saved, right? Whereas what are we
Mhm.
using up? What are we using up here? So
S-
thesantai.
this.
It's just a
Hmm.
regular indicative, right?
Yeah.
So when you use an indicative, just a regular standard indicative verb, you're expecting the actual results. When you use an infinitive, you're expecting the natural results of something that actually happens, right? He should have gotten all that acclaim, but he didn't. It didn't actually happen, right? Because he died the next day, right? Oh, God. Again, why do they want to know this? I think it's nice. Okay. And then compound verbs, which I don't expect that you had any problem because that's not a.
Yeah, that wasn't too
That wasn't.
difficult to understand.
Okay. And all of these, the new verbs, the
Hmm.
Omicron contract, here on page 264
Oh, yeah.
at the bottom there, they give you once again that chart. Omicron to
Oh, yeah.
epsilon. I just want you to look at it. Omicron to
Okay.
epsilon becomes an Omicron upsilon. Ooh.
Mm.
OA becomes OI.
Oi.
O eta become Omicron eta becomes omega. Omicron eta iota becomes Omicron iota. We're contracting into the
Mm.
Omicron and the omega. That's all. Notice
Yeah.
in all of those endings, we either get an Omicron or an omega.
Yeah.
So that's what you can expect in your Omicron contract verbs like de law, which means, did they what did they tell you
You
here?
know.
Yeah, they do. Make clear or show,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This verb is used a lot for demonstration.
Oh,
I,
yeah, Dims.
yeah, I want to demonstrate things to you. So that's why it's so important. And you can make compounds out of it. Anyway, look at the on page 265, just to glance at all of those endings. O, ois, oi, umen, ute, usi. I don't want you to memorize them as a separate paradigm. I
Mm-hmm.
just want you to reckon right now that those have the same endings. O, ace, a, omen, ete, usi. They have the same
Mm.
endings on them. They've
Yeah.
just been omicrinified,
Oh my God.
right? They've got lots of omicrons in them now. That's all. So don't try to memorize these contracts as a different set of paradigms. It's kind of a waste of your time. you
Yeah.
can they give you the machinery to make these calculations. They tell you that omicron epsilon makes an omicron upsilon, so you can make these calculations yourself looking at the endings osa omenete. Good. Okay. Sorry, imperfect. I beat that one up. Imperfect. Look at the imperfects, right?
Mm.
Edelun, edelus, edelu, edelumen, edelute, edelun. That's just the on, s, e, omen, ete, on endings.
Mm-hmm.
Are you memorizing more endings? No, not really. Not really. Um, the place that you may get confused is the present optative at the bottom of 265 and beginning of
Me
266.
always boy.
Yeah, look at those, right? And they even have some alternative endings, right?
Yeah.
Oh, God. So the oimi
Oye,
ois
son.
oi, that looks familiar. Oimi ois oi, oimen oita oin. I can do
Yeah.
that. But look, you can also get an oyen, oyes, oye, oyemen, oyeta, oye son. Oh, right. That's just
Oye,
like,
son. Yeah.
please. I thought this stuff is supposed to be standardized. No, it's all Greek to me, right? There's there's exceptions to exceptions to exceptions. So
Mm-hmm.
look at its infinitive, deloon,
Alone.
deloon, delusthai. That looks like a passive infinitive, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. There's its participle on 267. You didn't have any problem with that. It's the same as what you saw before, and then they give you verbs with contracted futures. And they give you the example of angelo, angelo. It's
Yeah.
just a contracted future. All of a sudden, it acts like it has a contracted future. That's all. Okay. God. Look at the example they give. Oh, this is page 268.
Hmm.
Distinguish carefully, it says, between such forms
Oh
as
yeah.
I remain minnow from the
Minnow.
first principal part, but minnow I will remain. So it's
Mm-hmm.
just the difference between the first and second principal part. Look at you remain menes, but
Minnace.
menes you will remain.
Nice.
So the Greek ear can hear the difference between menes and menes.
Minnace. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not stress like we're doing it. We can distinguish it from stress. And that's why we bothered to use stress accents for their
Yeah,
pitch
but it's
accents.
tonal too.
Yeah. But it's tonal. They're hearing that stuff tonal. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We're done with the grammar. I
Okay.
want to move on with some exercises. And I want you to step up and give me your best.
Sorry.
Tell me
I'm
which
trying so
ones
hard.
you did best, and I want you to show me and translate and do
I
do number
don't.
5. Look, five's a
Okay.
good one. It's a
Yeah, I
warm
did
up.
that. I tried that one.
Okay,
I
do
don't
it.
know if I like completed any of these necessarily, but I okay. Let's see here. Uh, the th- good, the things that are good, the good things.
Oh, first read it in Greek, please.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Agathon toi chrema he arete tois ge ge pepai deumenois. Um, um, so the the thing um that's good um
If you're spinning your wheels,
for
go to the main verb. Go to the main
yeah,
verb.
for the educated um for the educated well um by being educated well um
Epidemenois is indeed a participle, as you just translated, right? To, for, or with those having been educated well, but that's not your main verb.
oh, my main verb um is it is it invisible?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, it's invisible. So
Okay,
find your
so
subject. As soon as you know you've got an invisible verb to be, find your subject and then
so
translate it is whatever.
it's I
So
should
where's your subject?
say arete
Good.
arete.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Good.
Excellence
Mm-hmm.
is a good thing
Good.
for those who are well educated.
Good.
Is
Excellence
that
is a good thing for those who are well educated, right? Now, there's two words in that sentence that we did not translate.
no, yeah.
Toy and
Toy and
get.
get. Get what is get always makes me confused. Doesn't that mean like indeed or
Okay,
like
let's go to all the different meanings of get,
get? Okay,
right?
oh great.
Okay.
All
Okay,
right.
what is get? Look at this.
100 pages later.
Look, it's
Yeah.
Dory. Yeah, right. 100 pages. Oh God, I hate it. It's too much. Please stop. Right? Look, and here's an example that would make Luke Gorton's head drop down. Ga, Dorian and Boeotian is ga. Does the vowel change the word? No, it does not. Look what it says. It's an enclitic particle. This is really the best thing of all this writing is just the end of the sentence here. It gives emphasis to the word or words which it follows. Okay.
Mm, okay. So
Now they give you 100 different. If you just look at your sentence now, look at your sentence and realize that it's just giving that emphasis
for well,
for for the words that it follows
oh okay. So
as an enclitic, right? Are they going to tell
okay.
you it's an enclitic? Yes, an enclitic particle. It's passing its accent on, giving emphasis to the word or words which it follows. So, what is the word that it follows?
Um I
Toys?
did toys to oh
Yeah, toys, the definite article. And what is that toys modifying? It's pepite del menos. Those,
yeah.
those who are at least who have been educated
Those
well.
who okay. Yeah. Those who have
Okay.
been then how do you add
And
the
And how do you add how do you add the influence? At least, at any rate,
okay.
at least to these people specifically, these people who've been educated, this is
Mhm.
true, right? That this happens, right? Notice in English, they're trying to knock on the door of what this means, at any rate. And then they say,
Especially.
but often only to be rendered by italics in writing. Why would
Mm,
they say that? Right?
mm,
Because it's really hard to render the fact that this get is just giving emphasis to the words that it has come after. It's just, at any rate, at least with respect to these people, that's really it's not coming across in English, right? So
yeah.
how are you going to get to know this? Um, Experience. Look at all the different times that it's used, and you'll pick up. Look at number two here. It's an epexegetic. What is it going to do? Is it going to explain anything to me? What? I don't understand. Namely, right? Particularly those of a certain kind are the ones who benefit in this case.
Mm,
Look, it's used in exclamations or strong assertions. How are you going to how are you going to translate the fact that this is I'm making a strong assertion, right? In English, we
mhm.
just have to say that. Look, dear, I'm making a strong assertion, right? What? Look at number 5, implying concession. Amy, ge. And they translate it as, well, then I will go. I will go, Amy. Ge. Right now, when you see this in a passage, you're just going to translate it as I will go. And you're going to see the ge hanging on there, and you're going to think, how the fuck do I translate that, right?
Yeah.
Well, then, what does that imply? That there's some kind of concession made? Okay, fine, I'll go. Right? Yes,
Mhm.
that's what it's doing. Right? Look, it's not oh God. Okay, now that's one particle we're talking about. What's the other one in our sentence here? Boom. Toy. Remember how I told you a few lessons ago? I said, don't pay attention to these particles. Don't worry about these particles too much, right? Because it's going to really bother you, right? And
Yeah.
they should be translated, but sometimes they don't. They don't really appear, right? So, toy, watch this. Once again, it's going to be right? It's going to be quite a walk to get.
Let me tell you.
This is this is properly, Maddalena, the ethical dative of Sue, the pronoun for you. Wait, what? It's an ethical dative with respect to you or toy. And now it's being used as an enclitic particle. So it's going to pass its accent on to the word before it, and that gives that word special emphasis. And it means, let me tell you, what? Oh God, is this thing different from ge? Look, I've got somebody in mind. I'm talking to you. Hey, I'm implying that there is a real or imagined audience. And this is frequently used in Homer, especially in speeches. All right. So look at the example now. We saw an example with Amy Ge. We saw an example with Amy Ge, right? What about an example with Amy Toy? They translated as Shirley. Hey, you. I'm trying to get your attention. Look, you. They translated as look, you. Hey, you. Right?
Mhm.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what toy is. Do you know how to translate toy? No. You're going to have to see it a gazillion times, right? You're going to have to know. I'm serious. You're going to have to see it a
Mhm.
gazillion times.
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Look Greek here. This is nice.
There.
You can read this. What does this say? And this is the invisible verb to be. Look,
Yeah. To
I'm making the invisible visible. This is the invisible verb to be visible. Estin. So, so he, she, or it is. What would Zeus estin aether be?
by there. Ether.
Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Who is the
The
ether?
the ether. The wind. I don't know. The
No.
in between.
Zeus is the
Zeus.
ether.
Oh yeah, Zeus is the ether. Zeus is the earth.
Yep. And Zeus is what?
Is Uranus. Hmm.
Uranus. Yeah. And and
And
finally, they give us the toy because I'm a
is
dress.
you.
Yeah. Hey, you there sitting there. Hey, dummy. Right. Right. Or whatever. It doesn't have to be negative, but hey, you.
You
It's
all.
acknowledging you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hunt is all, right?
Yes.
All of you. Zeus is all of you?
Zeus is the all.
Zeus is the all. Okay.
You could say everything there too for top Hanta. Zeus is everything.
Hmm. Nice.
Nice. Okay. Now you know. See? And all you're doing is trying to find out what this little particle means. And look, you stumbled on some kind of great, deep, dark secret of what God is. God is the ether. God is the earth. God is Uranos. God is everything.
Yeah. Brain
Neat.
implode.
Brain implode. Okay, let's do some more. Let's give you a break. Let's do 10 minutes. Let's do another 10 minutes or so. And when we come back, I want you to pick out of these exercises, I want you to pick out one of these long ass bastards. And I
Okay.
and I want you to take on the whole paragraph because these are multiple sentences.
Yeah.
And I want you to take it on, okay?
All right.
And I don't care. Ooh, but first we're going to do 24. Oh, God, that's so cute. I love it. Okay, I'll see you in 10 minutes.
All right.
Okay. Is it shared? Fantastic. You there, Madeline?
Hold on a second. My Zoom's messed up.
Your Zoom is messed.
Okay, hold on. Here I am. Ooh.
Okay. Fantastic. So you have some of these. Wait, which one we're going to do first? Maybe 24?
24. Yeah. What? When? Oh, it's a question. When will you die? You uh you finished didaskalon pathe. Ta tege didaskalon pathe. Okay. Um
Mhm.
mm, um um
If it makes any difference to you, this is
okay.
this is an example of a plural subject taking a singular verb.
Oh, so it's okay.
Make tapathe your subject.
Pathe. Oh, tapathe.
Mhm.
Okay. I was trying to figure that. So the suffering.
Good.
When will the suffering die?
Yeah, who's suffering? Ton didaskalon.
The teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When will the sufferings of the teachers be over?
Nice. Okay. Yeah.
That's a smart ass. Whichever one of the guys made this, Hanson or Quinn, that was that was a smart ass thing they
That's
put in there.
fine.
Okay. All right. Which one of these did you do that you think, okay, I feel good on this one. I'm going to teach him this one.
None of them.
Okay.
Let's see here. I
Which
did
did you least hate? Which did you least hate?
um I did 4 and 6. So those one were the other ones I did. Um Or we could try both of them, I suppose.
Let's try 4. It looks like a nice, juicy, big ass long one.
Yeah.
Right? So just notice structurally before you even read it, notice structurally that first sentence is 3 lines and
Yeah.
and ends at eluito.
I knew it though, yeah.
Okay, good. Then we got a whole nother sentence after it that follows. Just be aware of that. Okay. Just
Okay.
now, break this thing down. Read it in Greek, then break it down. Explain to me what's going on. Let's translate.
Okay, so um Got a couple verbs which are,
Are you gonna read it in Greek?
oh yes, yes. A aneo ekenon ton hypeon ton edaimonon me epsilon is machen taxaste hoi hoplitai huberge tus polemius phulaxastai hetes poleos arche alethos on alueto on alueto tauten de ten polin axioimen gar garges. Okay. Um, so we have taxase, which is to a point. But I think it's aorist middle. But is it infinitive? So to a point, your oneself.
Yes,
Um,
taxastai, an infinitive. Good.
taxastai. So there's that. And then the other one is Fulaxasthai, which is it looks exactly the same. So I'm assuming it's the same. So guarding for themselves. Um, to guard for themselves. Uh, and then there's another. I but I'm which is at the end after on. So is it so it's um past contrafactual, right?
Is it a past? Is it a past?
Well, I thought
A,
because it's a an aorist, and then on, right?
yeah, A plus. Well, what is athelon? Is that an aorist? Athelon. It's from ethelo, etheleso, athelon. Excuse me,
Yeah, it's
athelesa,
still.
athelesa.
Oh,
Excuse me.
okay.
Right. So this is
Yeah. Oh, I
imperfect.
see.
Yeah. Good.
Because the A's, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that means to want or to
Yes.
asylum.
Yes. To want.
Okay.
So it's a present contrafactual, right? Because it's a plus an imperfect, followed by where's your imperfect plus on?
Oh, okay. Rule to
Nope.
no. Oh, wait,
Look
that's
at the
after my
end
bad.
of the first sentence on the third line.
So on the el Elueto
Yeah.
is being
So we do
released.
have a present. We got a present contrafactual. Yeah. It's a were would.
A Werwood
Yes, it's a were would. If somebody were, then somebody would.
if man. Okay. Um, if without those horsemen. uh, hmm, 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 hmm. Um, so is the hoi hoplitai? No.
Is the hoi hoplitai what?
I'm trying to find like the subject.
Yeah, that looks like a subject to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. You
So
got it. You got it.
um uh if I'm just gonna
Yeah. Make that hoi hop. No, it's okay. I told you it's a long ass
yeah.
sentence. If just keep focusing on, okay, we've got the verbs now, and we know it's a werwood. So I'm looking for my subject. You found the hoi hoplitai.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the
So it's like
hoplites, the
mhm.
hoplites, if the
If
hoplites
we're
may athelon were not
me,
wanting
we're not
taxasthai
wanting
to be
to go
stationed.
to okay.
Yeah. Ace Machen in battle. Aneo ekenon ton hipeon without these horsemen.
Yeah.
Okay. Ignore the Hooper clause for now because I don't anyway, just ignore it for now. Then what's your apodosis?
Yeah,
Hey,
they do
hey arche,
yeah, they rule
the rulership
the
of the
rulership
city,
of the city
yeah,
uh
would
would
eluito.
be released.
Yeah, would be dissolved, something like that. Alethos, seriously,
Sword.
right? Truthfully, right? Truly, it would have been
Really?
dissolved. Yes.
That can that
Yeah.
mean really or
Yeah.
truthfully? Okay.
Yeah. And what are we doing there with that Hooper clause? Really, it's standing in the place of a purpose, right? For the sake of guarding, right? Those enemies being guarded. That's why they had to be stationed up there. Anyway, don't worry about that. What do we do then with the rest? Tau tain day, tain Poland, oxyoimen ge arches. Oxyoimen. What the hell is oxyoimen?
Um uh shit. I've
Let me
been
show you something. Let me
okay.
show you something. As you're answering that question, what is oxyoimen? Let me show you something that you can use as a tool here
Spec?
on LSJ.
Okay. Axiomen.
When you look up oxyoimen, it's going to identify it for you. If you ever get lost and you're like, oh shit, what kind is this? And if it has multiple forms, it will
Mhm.
tell you. It'll
Yeah.
give you, oh, it can also mean this or this. So look, it's a verb. We knew that, right? From
Yeah.
all right. First person plural. You probably saw that with the men on the end, right? But
Yeah.
in case you were wondering, it looks like an optative, but it's a contract. It is an optative. It's a present optative, active contract. See how they put
Concept.
CONTR?
Yeah.
Right. That's telling you
Okay.
it's a contract. That's why it looks like this.
Mhm.
Okay, great. So if you ever get lost about identifying,
Mhm.
come to LSJ as you're
Nice.
doing your homework or studying or whatever, and you
Okay.
can identify it. So
Well,
we've got an optative there. So
may may expect or may think worthy the of the command
it's not a, let's say what kind of
of the
optative.
polling
What kind of optative could we say it there? It could be that. Remember, we had those three so far. We had the optative of wish.
after which might
Right, mayor might. Sorry, those two. And that potential optative, which can be may, might, could, would.
oh would this is be a would right
Yeah. Let's try that.
would
There's only one slight problem.
yeah
What are we expecting with that potential? There's one of those little tiny words that we always have to watch out for. On. Man, we really need that on here to carry
hmm
that would.
yeah yeah that's
So,
true
mm,
so it wouldn't be
yeah,
that that's from I was just thinking that because of the previous sentence
closest we
uh
can get is with the wish. I wish we would, right? Deem worthy of rulership this
the
city.
city
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah. Okay, fine. They're just exercising those independent optatives. Now, you
okay
said what else? You said number six?
yeah
Oh, sophron thugater.
the
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
oh
Say it.
daughter of prudence.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to read the Greek. How come?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, my bad. I get ahead of myself. Uh, um, os sophron, sugater, meadicases, pastes, pastes, tois tu, kaku, hipeos, logos, egar, aisra, poese, poeseias, autoi timoto, an himeter. Okay. Um,
So two sentences, right?
yes.
For that first sentence, where's your main verb?
Precisa, right?
Nope, that's a
No, that's a
participle.
participle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they can't be.
precisa.
They can't
No,
be. Yeah.
so it's an invisible bee, isn't it?
No, no, it's not an
Mhm.
invisible verb to be. You've got adikeses, which is a subjunctive, right?
Thanks.
So, okay, you
Oh,
can have a subjunctive stand alone. So that can be your main verb. And it's got to be one of those three. It's got to be that hortatory, let us. It's got to be a deliberative, right? Are we to do something? Should we do something? Or it's got to be a prohibition. And since it's got that may sitting here,
yeah.
that negative don't, yeah, then I think it's a prohibition.
Okay.
Yeah. See how that immediately you just go through the
Don't.
list. It's not brains. You're just going through lists of what the hell this possibly could be. You're identifying. The good translator identifies and then translates. Okay, sorry.
Okay.
I'll stop.
Yeah. You're right. ADKs. ADK6. To do wrong. So persuade to do wrong. Maybe persuaded to do wrong. Not be persuaded. So it's telling
Yes,
us.
telling you.
Okay.
And it's a second person singular,
So
adicases,
you
right?
don't, yeah. So
Yeah, so
you,
it's hey, you
hey,
don't.
you don't be persuaded to do wrong.
Oh, so close. Right? Yeah, don't literally it's
You
don't
do,
do wrong
don't do wrong.
having been persuaded.
Have,
Pestesa,
all right.
right?
Yeah.
Or you don't put having been because you're putting a perfect
Okay.
spin on it.
Yeah.
You should
Don't be
say
persuaded. Don't
don't do
be
wrong,
done wrong.
persuaded.
Persuaded
And then
by
we've got a tois logos.
evil.
Notice we've got tois followed by four words later, logos.
The words of
Good.
the horseman, of the
Yeah, what
evil
kind?
horseman.
Yeah, of the evil horseman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, persuaded by the words or arguments of evil horsemen. Do not do evil, right?
These evil. Isn't it these evil? Or is it?
Yeah,
Those,
by these,
those.
by the horsemen, you mean? The words are
Yeah.
plural. The
Uh-huh.
horseman is singular. Horseman is singular.
Horseman.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Don't be
Okay.
unjust after you're persuaded by words of an unjust of
Words.
this evil horseman. Good. So what do you do with the A? Look, we've got a conditional that follows. What kind of
Oh.
conditional?
Um. Poesias is it? Oh, it's aorist. Uh,
Yes,
um,
poies, aorist, what?
aorist.
Optative,
Op,
subjunctive. What
um,
is this?
I think it's optative.
Good. A
Yeah.
plus optative in the process.
A plus
What's in the
optative.
what's in the
Shoot.
apodosis? A plus optative followed by what? Timoito on.
Um, um, is it? Well, there's the on, so is it also optative?
A plus optative, optative plus on.
So that would be a um mm, uh like a God.
It's on page 97 if you
Okay.
A plus optative, optative plus on.
Oh,
It's my
it's a
favorite.
future less vivid.
Yes, it's my favorite
Okay.
conditional. Future less vivid.
It's a should a would should
Should
would.
would. Should
Yeah.
would.
Okay, so um um or if you should ever make a shameful thing.
If you should ever make, if you should ever, yeah, the make, it just tweaks my ear a little
Maybe.
wrong in English.
Okay.
Remember how we said,
Make or do.
there
Sorry,
you go. Try
do.
do.
Yeah, if you should ever do a shameful thing, this would honor the mother. I feel like it wouldn't.
Yes, it's utoy there, not hutoy. Utoy.
Utoy.
You
Mhm.
missed the rough breathing, and
A
because of
hoot.
that, you went to they, which is a good instinct. I applaud your instinct, but you didn't notice that it was not a rough breathing. So utoy is a different word, and
Utoy.
and it's just the oo not plus the
Not,
toy. Do you
not.
see that?
Okay. Yeah. Utoy. Yeah, that makes sense.
So
Um,
it's whatever that crazy particle toy is doing, added
yeah.
to the not. So really not,
Don't
right? It's
really.
just emphasizing the not there. So, yeah, if you
Yeah.
should
So
do
really not.
shameful things
How
ever, yeah, if you should do
how could
shameful
it?
things ever. Now, who's the subject of the would clause? It's hey meter,
The
mom.
the mom
Mm-hmm.
uh, would
Hmm.
not
Good.
be honored.
Good. You see, it clicks, makes sense.
Yeah.
Mom wouldn't be honored. But now, if you tried to translate this sentence by yourself without knowing how conditionals are working, you'd be totally screwed. It's just, you can't.
Right.
So, again, we're identifying everything, focusing in, doing some deep diving. I want to give
Yeah.
you a. Uh, no, I want to see. Nope, it's not going to help. Hmm. Go to 17.
All right.
I want to do one of those result clauses. And if you remember in the result clause section,
Mm-hmm.
they talked about what was that little word?
Oh yeah. That the the host say
There
host
you go.
take. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So that.
Mm-hmm. So
Okay.
you can see it
Oh,
here in
that'll be
17.
fun.
See how it's here in 17 at the end of the first line?
Mm, yes. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Good. Good. So we know that there's going to be some kind of result clause here. So let's
Mm-hmm.
jump. Just don't try to translate. Just say, okay, we're going to have a verb then. And that verb is either going to be in the indicative, right? Which is
Yeah.
that what we've got here? Sois do see? Or an
Soy,
infinitive?
soy saucy.
Yeah.
Say that's um. oh, is that present?
Yeah, it's present from soisto, right? It's
Yeah.
it's
Saving.
present. So it's going to be which of those conditionals? Flip up to the conditional now so you can see it. And that's on
Yeah.
page, I mean, not to the conditional, to the result clause. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's a. Oh, so it's yeah.
So if you go to page 269, I just want you to see this. Go back to result clauses and look at about after the first paragraph, it says clauses of result are two types.
Mhm.
First uses indicative, second uses infinitive. So ours is indicative. So it's an
Yeah.
actual result. So you can translate the hoste here with the actual result that.
Mhm.
So let's
Okay.
go back to 17 and translate it with the actual result that. Boom. Okay. So with the actual result that sois do see. They
Yeah.
save the
They
city.
say the city. Yeah.
Okay. It's not the natural result, it's the actual result. Now, that's all I want you to see from a
Mhm.
result clause. Everything
Okay.
else is just translating exactly like you've done before. Here, we'll do it
Yeah.
together.
Okay.
Where's our subject? It's hoi theoi.
With
Where's our main verb? Timontai.
the Montai.
From timao, to honor. So the gods are
Yeah,
honored,
honoring
right?
the gods, yeah.
How are they honored? With these goats, Ixi?
With the goats. I see, yeah.
Yeah. And which goats are they? Tois
The
Ixi Tois. They're the ones in Toi Hieroi.
uh,
Tethu Minois. They're the ones who are Tethu Minois. What is Tethu Minois?
Menos, Tethun, um, Tethun.
That's a tough one to identify.
Oh, um,
From what verb is this? What's the first principal part? I'm
um,
sorry.
Thu,
There you
sorry.
go. There you go. Thuo, you got it.
Well, yeah. Um, so it would be
Tethu Minois.
not
Thuo, Thuso, Ethusa. Right?
yeah.
Tethu Ka. Tethu Ka is the perfect. Tethu
Okay.
Mai is the perfect passive. So
Having
this is the
have
per.
been
Yeah. There you go.
having been sacrificed
Good. To
to
the goats
the
that were
goats.
sacrificed
The
in
goats are
Toi
the sacrifice into a
in the
hero,
temple.
oh, I didn't know that one. Hero. That also that makes sense.
Yeah. So
Um,
the gods are honored
so the gods are honored,
by
so
the
that
goats, by the
this
goats that were sacrificed in the temple, so that they
um
save
the
the
city.
city.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about the next part? Aneo garthusion ekthroi hoi theoi. Stop right there. Just translate that.
For without the sacrifice,
Yep.
wish, right? Is
No,
that
ekthroi,
echthroi?
hostile. Hostile.
Oh, the gods are hostile. Yeah.
Yeah.
And dangerous.
And nekalusi.
Lucy. Oh wait, that one. Uh, um, Ka, Ka,
This is stupid Greek. It's really stupid
okay.
Greek, right?
Well, yeah,
Don't worry too much.
I
Don't worry
don't
too much.
know.
Because it's just it's a
Her-
present indicative kalusi, third person.
Oh wait, it's beauty, right? So
No, no, no.
Oh wait,
No, no, no.
Paul,
Yeah, right.
right?
Right. It's from
Yeah,
kaleo.
call, yeah, which means to
Mm-hmm.
call,
Mm-hmm.
and then usi is third person plural, right? So they
Mm-hmm.
call the polemius, um, which is like, is that citizens?
No, it's those who are going to engage in war.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can just translate it as soldiers. That's fine.
Soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Into or
Yeah,
in,
to the earth. What? What the?
in
They
war
summon
when
the soldiers to the earth, right? Conquers in battle. No, it's terrible. It's terribly written. Um, go to number 20, and I just want you to notice they've tucked. Just look at the structure. We've got a question mark for the first line, and then
yes.
they've tucked a conditional. They've tucked a conditional in there, right? So we have on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Delois, on plus delois, huto adikesusen, right? So utoi
Yeah.
adikesusen. So we have one conditional right
So
here.
it's yeah. And it's
Okay.
uh
What kind of conditional is that? You're trying to identify it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good
Um,
instinct, right? Good instinct. Look what you're doing. Exactly. What kind of conditional? Eon plus de lois, and de lois is de lo.
Delois. Delo.
Right. So it's going to change. It's going to fuck up this vowel, and this vowel looks like it's an optative, but it's not. It's
Um,
yeah. What do you think this is? De lois.
is it? Let's guess. Um, no, I don't want to guess though. Delois, ois. Well, it's either. I mean, I have two choices. I don't know where to think.
It's
Lucy
it's
was
de
scratching.
it's de lo. It's de lo with an omicron plus some
Present.
kind of ending. And in
Lucine is
order
it?
and in order to get that ois, you got to think what kind of vowels could you have combined with that omicron to get that omicron iota? You could have ace, epsilon iota sigma. So this is just a second person singular, present, active, indicative. So it's on plus what?
Subjunctive, right? I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
really.
Do you
Is that
expect a
right?
subjunctive? Do you
No.
expect a subjunctive? How are we going to get an indicative? If you expect
Yeah,
a
it's oh
subjunctive,
yeah,
watch
future
this. No,
indicative. So it would
watch this.
yeah. Okay.
Watch. Okay. Go to your form. Go to your form. De law. This is why I showed you this. Look what it can be. Oh God. It it can be that present indicative at the very bottom, second
Mm-hmm.
singular present indicative. There it is. But look what it can also be. It can also be a subjunctive. It can be an optative. Okay? Look at the accent. Where's our accent?
Yeah, it's
Where's our accent on Deloitte?
it's on the Yoda. Um,
Okay.
it'd
Go
be
back. Go back to your text. See how it's in the. Okay.
yeah.
Good. So,
Yeah.
so which one is it? That doesn't really help, right? It's either a
Um,
subjunctive, an optative, or an indicative because the accent can jump. You mean there are words where that accent can jump and there's no telling of, yes, yeah, shut up. This is the way it is. I thought you said there were specific rules for these accents and these, no, shh, quiet. It can
hmm,
be both. Don't worry. It can be both. From the sound of it, however they pronounced it, it can be both. So let us reserve judgment for now and say it's an et on plus a subjunctive or an optative or an indicative. But you and I know from the conditionals that what do we need there? And we need exactly what you called for, a subjunctive. Okay.
yeah.
Why am I doing this to you? Because I want you to see that
That's
you can go to, you were asking yourself that the same thing, right? You can
um,
go you can go to LSJ and you can figure out what form it actually is, or at least kind of a constellation of possibilities.
okay.
So let's go to the apodosis, which is right here,
I
right?
think Susie. Yeah.
What tense is that? Arikeo,
Um, I think
adikeso,
yeah.
adikesa, right?
Yeah.
Adikeo, adikeso, adikesa. What is the? This looks like a future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a future more vivid, right?
Good. Make it a future more vivid. It works
Yeah.
structurally as a future more vivid.
It does will do.
Good.
All right.
Good.
So
If somebody, you know, if you show us virtue, right?
Yeah.
They won't
If it
act
shows first,
they won't act unjustly,
oh,
right?
yeah.
If you make clear what virtue is, they won't act unjustly. Okay. They will not act unjustly. Good. All right. I wanted you to see that. And
Thank you.
I wanted you to see there was one more hoste. Where did that hoste go? I wanted you to see a hutos hoste combination. Something is so much something that we have
Hoya?
the result. Do you have
There's
one?
a Hoya, but there's a
No, not Hoya. Wasn't interested in Hoya, but
Hoste.
Hoya's
Oh,
good.
there's a Hoste in 27. It's
27. Let's see. 27. Okay, go ahead and read this one and let's do it.
two sein tele doron grapsomitha Hoya para tus numus datu democlepsantas hoste enicatoi polis. Um,
Okay.
boop, 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 grapsomitha. Um,
Structurally, let's before we jump in and start translating. Structurally, what do we see here? We got a hoste, right? So
hoste,
I
yeah.
know I'm gonna get some kind of result clause.
Yeah.
Is it first thing I ask, is it gonna be actual or natural?
Mhm.
Well, any kato looks like it's an indicative, right?
Mhm.
So it's going to be the actual result, with the actual result that the city was victorious, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so fine. You got one clause there, and then you say, okay, where's the main verb of the sentence? And you're going to get this grapsometha, because klepsantas
Grapsomitha.
you can't use. That's a
It's a
participle.
participle,
Yeah,
yeah. So
good, good.
the grapsomitha is not in, and that one is oh omitha omitha. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
with that omega, that's got to be a subjunctive.
Yeah. It's subjunctive. Um. mm, mm. So it's
What kind of independent subjunctive can we have there? We can have a hortatory, we can have a prohibitive, or we can have a deliberative. Now, this isn't a question, so I'm going to say it's not deliberative.
not. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's try the hortatory. Can we try the hortatory?
Sure. Yeah.
The let us what?
Lettuce
Grapsoma.
or um let us write. Let us mm,
Yeah. Yeah. Let us what?
maybe
Grapsometha. Notice it's middle. Notice it's middle,
middle. Oh,
right? It's middle.
right
It's
ourselves.
yeah. You remember what grapho means when in the middle voice? To
uh
indict.
oh
To
yes, yeah.
indict someone on a charge of something in the genitive. So let's indict
Okay.
t-
So
twos,
Marion died those numus. Numus.
twos there.
No. Uh, us.
Let's indict
Uh,
those people On a charge of doron, there's your genitive, on a charge of bribery, gift giving.
Yeah.
Now they put in tele here, which I think is out of place in bad Greek,
Yeah.
right? In the completion, in death, in the leave that out for now. Why do we want to indict them? Hoya, because what? Klepsantas.
For stealing.
Yes. For stealing what? Ta to demu. Ta to demu.
The them, is that people?
Yes. And the ta is just a neuter accusative plural for the things. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Because or a charge for stealing the
Yeah.
things of the people. Right. Why let's write these guys up on a charge of bribery because they stole the people's possessions, and then we just have to put in this prepositional phrase, paratus nomos, contrary to the laws.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No.
It's literally standing next to the laws. But when
Yeah,
you say
next
that,
to
you're saying
that.
you're not following the laws. You're next to the laws. It's kind of
Mhm.
weird. So that the city is a nikato. That's a passive. Is conquered, right? Was
There's
conquered.
one. Well, conquered, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Um,
That's the actual result. So that the city was conquered. Good,
yeah. This is
good. Oh
nice.
God.
Oof.
Okay. So you see how result clauses work.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop sharing. You see how result clauses work. You see how conditionals work. We just went through an entire another unit. Okay. More vocabulary,
Mhm.
but it's the same thing. Your translation is coming out nice. We have an exam coming up. Next session, we will
Uh-huh.
do the review
Okay.
on page. Let's go there now, just so we know. This is unit 10, 11,
289.
10. After 10 on page 289. Here's our review for 8 to 10. And we will do together at the beginning of class tomorrow numbers 1, 2, 3, and 5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, and 5. Just as a way of warming up. And if you want to do more, we can do more. And then I want you to jump into the exam. Now, I know you're having another exam right away, right?
Yeah.
Um, but I think you can do it.
All
Don't
right.
you?
Yeah, sure. I can try.
Remember to prep. How are you going to study? You're going to prep your vocab. If you only have time for one thing, study your vocab.
Okay.
Because that'll catch you before anything else will, your vocabulary.
Yeah.
Remember, they're going to be focusing on all the vocabulary that you've had in the
Hmm.
last 10 units, but you're more likely to see the more recent vocabulary.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So study it backwards. Start with the 10th unit, review vocab, go to ninth, 8th, 7th, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I think you can do this because we haven't learned a lot of new grammatical structures.
Hmm.
We've learned how to use participles and we've learned contract verbs and a couple of little nuanced genitives like the genitive, subjective genitive, little stuff like that that's not going to be hard for you, right? So, what do you need to do to study? In this case, for this unit, I would recommend vocab number 1 and number 2,
Hmm.
just reviewing what those few odd bits of grammar were. Result clause, you're going to see result clauses on there. I guarantee.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So that kind of thing. This one's more like strategy. 8 to 10 is strategy, you
Okay.
know, as opposed to you don't have a gallon of memorization things that are being poured down your throat again, right? Okay. All right. All right. I
All
think
right.
we're done.
Cool.
I think you've made it through, and I don't think we need to continue. I think we can take a break.
Cool.
And
Sounds
and
good.
and I will have a Lady Babylon tomorrow. Oh shit, what
Okay.
time did I? Okay, I put it at 7.
Okay.
So can we start at 8? Is there any way we can start at 8?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and we'll
Mhm.
just go 2 hours. We'll spend the first 30 minutes reviewing,
Mhm. Yeah.
and then we will take the exam right away. And it should only take us 2 hours.
All
Good?
right. Uh-huh.
Okay. All right. How's it feel to be almost done with another week?
Good. I feel like it's just begun, but yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't mean a week. I meant another exam. We're almost done.
Yeah.
Then we'll have Thursday and Friday. And pretty
Hmm.
soon we're going to double up one unit, one class. We're going to do 2 units. But I
Okay.
think I'm going to save it for like 18 and 19 and 20. The
Okay.
those can be doubled up. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you go. Thank you for your time
Thank
tonight.
you. Mhm.
Beautiful job. Please keep up what you're doing,
Okay.
and let's have a good test tomorrow.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Armin.
Yes, thanks
Thank
everybody.
you.
Thanks to everybody.